on your Google Classroom, okay, you can actually close out your Pear Deck. Sorry, I should say that. We do not need our Pear Decks anymore. You are going to open your Google Classroom, and you are going to find your name, and then you're going to open that group document. So if I'm Jalen, I'm going to find my name. I'm Jalen. Hi, Jalen. I am Group E if I am Jalen. So I am going to open the document that says Group E. So find your name and then open that group document. Ms. Kwong, we can also drop them when we pop into those rooms.
Sounds good. I'm just finishing up breakouts, right?
Perfect. All right, Mariana. So find your name. What group are you in? Okay. So then in your Google Classroom, you'll see all of those documents. Just open Group F. Anyone else having a hard time finding their name?
I'm sorry, Jason. I just noticed that, yeah, you were supposed to be in the last group. That's such a good catch yesterday.
Oh.
I didn't realize. But I just put Jason in Group G.
Okay. All right. I think what we can do is open them up, and then we can quickly just pop in and drop the links.
Yep, sounds good. So you're going to go to A, B, and D.
Yep.
I'll go to C, E, F, and G.
Okay. Oh, wait, before we go.
Yeah.
Let's explain the document. All right, let me share my screen. All right, so here's your expectation. Oh, sorry.
No, they're not back yet.
Oh. Oops. I was like, wait, I didn't even explain the directions. All right, they're back, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. So I forgot to explain the directions. So here's your expectations. We are going to put you in breakout rooms. Today is your last chance to reassess the learning goal for collaboration. Okay? So this collaboration document, we are not looking for you to just answer all the math questions. We want to see you working together, and how, with your comments, with your chat, unmuting. That's what we're looking for today. Brian, I'll help you out in a minute. So what we're expecting from you, all right? Collaborating with your team by engaging and participating. If you notice someone in your team isn't doing anything, say, hey, Ms. Kwong, do you need help? What can I do to help you out? Let's get you on this document. We're working as a team. We're grading the whole group, not the individual student. We will not be helping you with the math. We want you to help each other, but we will help you if you need clarifying questions or any questions with technology. One thing you should pay attention to, you'll notice in blue, it will tell you where to answer the question. So here it says answers and comments. you can comment directly underneath what what I wrote. If it says type directly into the table below, then you're just going to type right in the document. Okay, so you're just following the directions in blue. There's a vocabulary bank at the top if you need, and we'll be popping around into your rooms to help you get started.
Okay, are we ready to reopen them?
Ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, group A, my same peeps that I was just working with. Awesome. All right, go ahead. Here's your document. So go ahead and click that link in the chat and open up that document. I see Melanie in there, I see Nathaniel, and I see Dolores. Oh, I just lost someone. Okay, so Brian, Aiden, go ahead and click that link. Okay, I see Brian. All right, we just need Aiden now. So what you're gonna do is for the first part, it says choose one problem to complete below. You may annotate the word problem. All right, so one person is typing their name here, and then they're answering the questions in box A. So each one of you is going to do your own box. All right, so, but if you notice, let's say I notice Nathaniel fills something out and I think it's wrong, I want to help Nathaniel. And I'm going to say, hey, Nathaniel, I think it's this. We're working together to help each other out. I'm not grading you on this part on the math. If the math is wrong, that's okay. I'm grading you on how well you work together. So don't worry, like, oh my God, I have to get all this math done. No, I want to see you working together. Okay? All right, I got to check in on the other groups. I will be right back. Okay, group. All right, so here is your group document. I need everyone to join this link. So I see Xavier's in there. I need Matthew and Steven to also join the link. Okay, I see Stephen in there. Matthew, I'm waiting for you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get started. Matthew, I don't see you in this document yet. It's in the chat. All right, so what you're going to do, I want everyone else to scroll down to number 1. So Stephen, Xavier, what you're going to do is you're going to choose one problem. And then you're going to type your name here and you're going to answer in that box. All right, so let's say Stephen wants to do problem A. Stephen's going to write his name here and answer the questions in problem A box. Xavier, you're also going to choose a problem. And you're going to answer in that box. Okay? I'm grading you on how well you're working together, not how well you answer the math. So let's say Stephen fills it out and Xavier, you think it's wrong. Help him out. Say, hey, bro, I think it's wrong. Let's fix it together. Okay? I will be right back. I have to check in on group D. I want you both to start your problem down here. Make sure to put your name. So Xavier, I see you in problem B. Make sure to put your name in problem B if that's what you're doing. All right, I'll be right back to check in on you.
Liliana, are you there? Are you writing? Okay, you gotta do number, you just gotta do number B, and then I'll do C and D. And then student. Just tell me guys if you need help, okay?
Ibrahim, it also might be helpful if you share your screen. That way you can all be on the same page.
Okay.
I love that you guys are all talking and communicating. Great.
Miss, so like this. So do you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
So you see number C. Are we supposed to write how are they incorrect and how are they correct?
Yeah, you could do it that way. You can also say like what student is like which student is the correct inequality in total.
Oh, so we could do it either way?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm not grading you on the math portion of this. I'm grading you on how well you work together. So as long as I'm seeing that collaboration, if you make some mistakes, that's okay.
Yeah, we work together nice. We work together well.
Perfect.
What happened to my comment?
I think you clicked check, which means you resolved it. I can open it. I can open it back up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Let me do this. Here you go. So just don't hit that check button.
Okay. Oh, miss, I don't see mine.
I thought I just clicked open it back up. Let me. Yeah, I did. It just might take a moment. Let me right here. Did it pop back up?
Let me see. No.
Maybe we refresh it.
Yeah.
Okay, if that doesn't work, I can just, I see it, so I can just copy and paste it and you can make a new comment with it.
Oh, so you see it?
Yeah, I do. I don't see it on the side though, but I see it in the history on the document.
So do I write it again or?
Yeah, let me copy and paste it for you. Just give me a second. I tried refreshing it and now it's going so slow. Okay. Here you go. I don't know why I hit open it back up, but it's not showing up. So just go ahead and type a new one. But I copied and pasted it in the chat for you.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go check in on group A. If you need me, hit the ask for help button, but I'll be right back in a bit. Hi, group A. How we doing? Let me see what I got so far. All right, I see Dolores finished her box. Brian finished his box. Brian, what was the key word in your problem? What was the key word? Nathaniel, I see you got your key word, and you said it was this symbol, so let's go ahead and delete those others. Good, good. Good, everyone. All right, I think we're ready for the next part. So let's move down to part 2. All right, so here's where we're going to comment directly on the side of the document. So number 2 says, Mesa is going on the end of the year trip. This is a question we already saw. So we already saw this one. What you're going to do is you're going to respond to A, B, or C. This student wrote an incorrect answer, okay? This question is wrong. They made a mistake. So here's question A. What are the 2 keywords in the problems? What symbol should they use to match? So if you want to respond to question A, answer A here. Okay, you can comment directly on my comment. Question B, what did the student do correctly? How do you know? You can answer that here. What is one thing the student did incorrectly? How do you know? You can answer that right here. So if you want to just comment directly on mine, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so each student, all of you, Brian, Dolores, Nathaniel, Aiden, Melanie, every single one of you needs to be answering one of those. So let's say Nathaniel answers A. Dolores, you can also answer A. All right? We're working together, so don't repeat exactly what that other person said, but add to it. Okay, so I see Melanie got started on A. She said maximum. All right, now someone else build off on that. What was the other key word? What symbols should they use? All right, Nathaniel just built off on that. The other keyword is at least, and they should use less than and greater than. Okay, I am going to go check in on group B. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Okay, let's see how it's going in this room. Oh, I see Matthew on the document now. Yay! All right. Right? Is that Matthew? Is that you? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. All right. So I see Stephen and Xavier, you did number 1. All right. So it looks like we are moving on to number 2. So each one of you needs to answer A, B, or C. So Xavier, it looks like you answered question A. So that means let's get Stephen to answer maybe B. And Matthew, you can answer C. So Matthew, I'm going to make a comment. Let's say though, all right, let's say Xavier wrote the keywords are maximum and at least, the symbol is greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. Let's say I disagree with Xavier. I can say, I agree. Which symbol, or I can ask a question. You said 2 symbols. Which symbol goes with maximum? And he can respond to me. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see you guys help each other out. Let's say Matthew tries to do C, but he doesn't know how. Matthew can say in this chat right now, hey guys, I don't know what to write. Can someone help me? And then you guys can help each other, okay? I'm not grading you, again, on how correct or how much you complete. I'm grading you on if you work together or not. All right, so Matthew, I want you to come on down to part number 2. I have it highlighted on my screen. Oh, you can't even see my screen. Sorry. Here I am thinking I'm showing you things on my screen. All right, so Matthew, number 2 is down here. The question is, what is one thing this student did incorrectly? And if you don't know, you can say in this chat, hey, I don't know. Can someone help me? Stephen, I want you to answer B, and I'll put that right here. Go ahead and you can comment directly on my comment. Xavier, I want you to write back to my question. Okay, good, Matthew. Good. I see Matthew down there. I see Stephen wrote, the student put the total in the right spot. Good. Matthew, if you're not sure how to make the comment, you can just reply directly on my comment. You don't have to make your own if it's confusing. You can just type right here. See this? So Stephen said, this part is good. The totals are good. They put that in the right spot. So that means, what did they do wrong? Okay, I gotta go check in on Group D. I want everyone, Xavier, Stephen, help Matthew out. Let's get Matthew get a comment in here. I need you to come off mute. I want you to answer, help Matthew. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
There's no graph one because it's symbol for graph.
Hi, I'm here. I'm just creeping.
Oh, hi, miss. The graph is right now, miss. We're all on part C.
I see.
But do you need help?
No, I'm good.
Good, that's enough, Ibrahim. You can hit comment. Perfect.
You did number 3? Okay.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna do number 2.
Have you guys figured out which one is the correct graph yet?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, you got it?
Yes.
Which one?
It's graph number 4 because the solution is in a double shaded area.
Well, so the solution is in all the double shaded areas for all of them. So be careful. What it's,
really?
You have to look at the shading though. Look at the shading. So see how Ibrahim wrote, it's not graph 1 because the symbol is less than or equal to, but the graph is going up. So that's what you should be focusing on. Look at the shaded area and look at the line type. So use what you filled out. So Ibrahim, scroll up. Use the information you filled out here, right? You already said, okay, it should be up for inequality. It should be down for inequality 1. It should be up for inequality 2. Use that information to help you. That's my hint.
Okay. Liliana, do number
Oh, there she goes. She wrote to Manuel. There's dotted lines making it incorrect. So that's the real reason why graph 3 is incorrect, because of the dotted lines.
Alright, so graph is incorrect. And graph 1 is incorrect. So it has to be 2 or 4.
Good. All right, good work, team. Keep going. I got to go check in on Group A. I almost said Graph A. Okay, Group A. What's going on? Let's see where we're at. Remember, this assignment is getting graded, and a lot of us need this learning goal to pass the class. So let's keep it going, all right? So I see that Nathaniel and Melanie answered question A. I want to see another student. So maybe Brian, Aiden, Dolores. Let's answer question B. What is one thing this student did correctly? What did they do correct in this chart? And then the last question, question C, what did they do incorrectly? And you can comment directly on my comments. If you don't know, let's ask the group for help. Okay, so Brian, Dolores, Aiden, let's move on to, oh, there we go. So Brian, we're talking about what they did well here in this yellow box. So what did they do well? What's correct about this box? Okay, so what did they do well? What's correct and what's incorrect? Nathaniel and Melanie, even though you already wrote something, why don't you help them out and also write something here? What's one thing they did correct and what's one thing they did incorrect? Okay, what was good is the placement of less than. They got the money right and the people. Okay, so the totals. All right, so then what's wrong? What did they do wrong? All right, I gotta go check in on group B one last time. Okay, group B. Let me see how we're doing. Do I see some more comments? All right, so Stephen and Matthew, I still don't see some more comments from you. I see Xavier's kept it moving. Oh, Stephen, I see you down there. Okay. Matthew. I see you're on C, but I don't see you typing. I want you to respond here. What's one thing that the student did wrong? Or if you don't know, what's one thing the student did correct? Okay, I gotta check in on group D one last time.
Each student picks two.
Okay, so I'm not grading you on I'm not grading you on how far you get. So if time's about to be up, I just want to see like really good stuff for the stuff you did complete. So don't worry about trying to finish it, okay?
Miss, how's our collaboration so far?
Really great. How do you think it's going?
I feel like we're working great together.
Okay. So if you look at the bottom, you can like give yourself a grade. So it says rate your group all the way on the bottom. All right, so tell me what you all think, okay?
I rate my group.
That's okay, Liliana. I totally relate.
Yeah. It was the same, but it was so different.
Yeah, Miss, we got it. Wait, Miss, do we do we have to do the rest? We have to do the rest if we're not done?
As long as you have really good stuff from the upper part, we're not grading you on how far you finish.
Okay.
Okay? We're just like looking to make sure you have good stuff. All right, we got 9 seconds. Great job, team.
All right, welcome back, y'all. How was that, Miss Mish? How was it for your groups?
So good. I'm really impressed with a bunch of students. I'm so happy.
Good, that's great. It was great to see some leadership too from students. Unmuting, I saw Jaylen's team just coordinating who's gonna do what.
Same thing with Ibrahim's team.
Great. And then active communication between Crystal and Karen, Raymond and Carlos, and Maria and Mariana.
Awesome. I love it. I think this activity went much better the second time than it did the first time.
Yeah, we definitely will try to keep improving it for trimester 3. So we're looking forward to it. All right. I think that's it. So don't forget, for office hours, some of you are invited to office hours today. It's to finish. If you didn't finish the blue slide or pink slide today, the expectation is that you're coming to office hours to finish if you didn't finish the classwork. So I'm going to pull up that list.
Yeah, so just to rephrase what Ms. Kwong just said, we are not turning the Pear Deck on student pace. So if you didn't finish, the only way you can finish is if you come to office hours today. This Pear Deck and this collaboration document, these Google Docs, are your last 2 grades of the trimester. So if you did well on them, your grade should go up or stay the same if you already were doing well. If you did not do well on them, your grade could drop. If you don't want it to drop and you're worried about that, make sure to also come to office hours, all right? The Google Doc you have access to, you can still open it up and add some comments, but the Pear Deck, you must come to office hours to work on the Pear Deck.
I'm done with Pear Deck.
All right.
Great. Yes, tomorrow we do have office hours. If you already have another office hours, we can definitely coordinate that. Okay. All right, y'all. We'll see you later. Liliana, see you later. Have a good day. Crystal, I'm going to respond to your question.
Jaylen, did you want to hang around and we can talk about what we said yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Kwong, can you throw me in a breakout room with Jaylen?
Have a good day, Mariana. We recreate.
Hey.
Hi.
All right. It's going to take me a minute to open it up. What time's your next class?
I don't have class after this.
Okay, perfect. So my computer is going so slow because of all these Google Docs.
when she was talking about the pink slides, because earlier she had said it was optional.
It is.
So I wasn't sure if I had.
It is.
Okay.
The blue slides are like what we're grading you off of. So you can you can pass with the blue slides, but the pink slides will give you like the bonus.
Okay.
Okay. So just worry about the blue slides. If the pink slides were too hard, it's fine. It won't hurt your grade if you like tried it. All right, you were cohort A, and it was this lesson that you did yesterday. Okay. So when you did your error analysis, it's good, but it's still like a little too vague. So I'm having a hard time understanding it. So that's why I asked if you could come here, because I think you know what the mistake is, but it's not enough to give you a 3. So if you can talk it through to me, I might be able to change your grade to that 3. If you can actually tell me tell me a little bit more rather than writing it. Sometimes it's easier to speak it instead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's pull it up. Sorry, it's going so slow.
It's like laggy.
So laggy. I think at my computer, I also have just so many things open. I think my computer's just had enough. All right, Jalen. Okay. All right, so you wrote inequality 1 is incorrect because the money and the hour should be switched. Do you mean just the title? What do you mean?
When I meant the money, I wasn't sure. I was a little confused about this.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure. But when I meant the money and the hours.
Yeah, take a minute to relook at the problem if you need to.
Because I was a little confused about if the hours and the money should be switched, or if the inequality 2 needed to go on inequality 1.
What part of inequality 2?
The beginning.
So this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can say either of them as long as you stick with one and just tell me what's wrong. So tell me out loud what's wrong with this. What did they do, or what did they do right and what did they do wrong? We can even put little checks and X's.
Something they did right was on the total.
Okay, so putting this symbol with the total 90, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about less than or equal to with 20? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you said what they did wrong is this. Why is this wrong?
I feel like it's wrong because hold on. No, I think that's correct.
It's correct. It's written correct, but does it belong in this inequality? You said something about moving it.
Yeah, I think it should be switched.
This should be switched?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think inequality 1 should be?
I think inequality 1 should be 7.5x plus 6y.
And then what's the total that should go with that?
And the total that should go with that is 90.
Okay, so it should look like this. Oh, inequality.
That's kind of what I meant in the beginning. I just didn't know how to word it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to chat with you, because I could tell you knew what you meant, but you weren't like sure how to say it. So inequality 1 is incorrect, so they need to change it to look like this. All right, so that means what they did wrong. Can you explain to me, like, I get what you're saying, the money and the hours should be switched, but what mistake did they make? Like,
The mistake they
go ahead.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, what do we know about the money?
What we know about the money is that you need at least 90 to cover
Okay.
you
But what I'm saying,
weekly.
Jalen, is like, how did you know 750 and 6 need to go with the 90? Like, how did you know that? That's true.
Because I know that because it said that X needed to represent the hours of the dog and the hours at the cashier. So I knew that in order for that to happen, they needed to hold on.
No, you're doing a good job.
I feel like in order for that to happen, I feel like it said that you needed at least 90.
Okay. But how come it's not okay that they put it in that equation? Why does it have to go with the 90 and not the 20?
It has to go with the 90 and the 20 because the 20's only talking about how many hours they have to work next week. Like,
Okay. So it has to go with the 90 because why?
because that's what they have to make for like walking the dogs and the cashier job.
All right. So the reason, right, what you're trying to say is whenever we're writing these inequalities, all the money needs to be together. So the 750, the 6, and the 90. So that's why it all goes with the 90 and that first thing. So if that first thing is talking about money, then everything with money needs to be there. The 750, the 6, and the 90. So that's what that person messed up, which is what you said. The money and the hours should be switched. All the money needs to stick together. So that's why this is right. That's why you said 750 plus 6 greater than 90. It all needs to go together. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Sometimes it's a little easier to talk it through.
Yeah, because I was like trying to word it and then I was a little confused and I was like, how do I word this? Because like I wasn't quite sure.
How did you do on your Google Doc today?
Are you talking about when we did the level